Marianne, thank you for joining us today. What brings you to the 2018 GCV Symposium?
Well, I wouldn't miss it. No, I think that GCV does an incredible job bringing together corporates, corporate venture capitalists in that broader ecosystem. And it's really important to meet in person to really build those relationships. Corporates, GE is a large multinational company, and having footprint across Europe and international is important to us. So it's a big event for us.
You spoke earlier in your panel today about how corporate venturing has the opportunity to open up markets.
Yeah, no, I think it's a really key, important service that corporate venturing provides, that it's really about extending the capabilities of the core and then maybe moving into new future opportunities as well. I'd say both of those. I think, if you look at GE, one of the areas that Raj at JetBlue talked about this morning is predictive maintenance. So that's a really important theme for GE, and that's I'd put in extending the core. So we sell equipment into oil field, into energy, into jet engines, and into healthcare. And analytics to predict failure and improve operations of those assets is a really important piece of what we do. That's a venture ecosystem in terms of machine learning capabilities, edge intelligence. That's really extending the core. At the same time, we can really move into new markets, and that can be geographic. I talked about an investment off-grid electric we made in Africa. It can also be into new industries that we may not think of, that you may not think of. For example, for GE, we're actually GE Ventures, we're actually quite active in automotive. We're not an automotive manufacturer, but there's a lot of trends that are going on in automotive that are very important to GE. You're seeing electrification and you're seeing autonomy principally as two key drivers in automotive. Electrification obviously core around energy future, and then autonomy, all those capabilities are really important when you think about aviation, when you think about really industrial control systems and intelligence. So we invest in verticals that you may not think of in GE because they apply across our footprint.
Of course, there really is a wide scope of opportunity there.
There really is, yeah.
So what would you say are the key challenges you are facing at the moment?
How to scale appropriately. I think that we have a global footprint. We have a lot of different industries that we serve as a company, as a parent. And so how to really be focused in how we're primarily North American and Israel based. And so as we think about a global company and global innovation, how do we scale most efficiently and effectively across broader opportunity?
And you touched on this a little bit earlier. So looking ahead, what is on the horizon of the corporate venturing landscape for GE?
Yeah, no, so I think it's a very exciting time for corporate venturing and GE as a leader perhaps in that industry. Panel moderator Ken talked about the incumbent disruptor. And as I said on the panel, I'm not sure I totally agree with some of the sentiment behind that, but I think what is clear is that multinationals, that as you move into more traditional industries, as you think about healthcare, as you think about energy, manufacturing, aviation, these are industries where you have to have scale, where you have to have credibility. But at the same time, we're seeing enormous change, enormous innovation in the startup community. And I think the role that corporate VCs have to play, and certainly at GE Ventures, is how do you take that external innovation? How do you take all that creative energy that entrepreneurs are driving in terms of the way the world could be? And how do you marry that with the scale, the credibility, the market sort of impact of a large company like GE? How do you combine those things together? And that's where I think the real magic happens. And I think that's the opportunity for corporate venture.
Well, there's definitely a huge amount going on. Marianne, thank you very much.
Thank you.